No. Then there was no pier here. Well, I went out around at the end of the pier on one of my trips. In the skiff I fixed up to sleep in and all, eat in, food and all, intending to go up and spend 10 days or 2 weeks in the Thousand Islands. And here was one of those timber rafts coming down. Well, I did some quick thinking. Which would I rather do? Go to Montreal on the timber raft or go up in the Thousand Islands? And it didn't take me long to decide to swing around behind the raft and hitch on and kind of entice the raft boss down to see that I knew what I was about, that I was all equipped with everything, and it came down and it worked.
Good.
I was invited to go through, and I manned sweeps through all the rapids, just along with the Indians and the French Canadians. In fact, he wanted to pay me when I got through, but I, of course, wouldn't take anything. But so this picture just puts me right back, thinking of not only all the things we did, but this starting here with that raft that time.
Those timber rafts didn't break up in the rapids.
Well, I'm near enough Messina so I should be careful in what I say, but I have heard rumors that the breaking up of the timber rafts, corners that would come off, going through the South Sioux Rapids, were, well, for somehow or other, those corners that broke off were weakened. How they got weakened, I will not, I know more about that than I'm going to say. I know I was told that I mustn't say in Messina out loud what I knew. Well, anyway, oh golly, you get me started and you'll never get me stopped. Anyway, one day, one of those logs had nothing to do with my relatives. It was there, but it was floating in the bay, whose name I know very well, but won't come. In a big eddy, an enormous eddy, half a mile long, nearly a half mile deep. And a great uncle of mine and his wife were out rowing, and he said to her, I think she was Aunt Gusty, I guess, get a hold of that, there's a place there for your thumb, I see. And that part of the story is that she towed it ashore for him, and supposed to have caught her cold and died. Now that part we'll just forget. But when my mother died, I was talking to the lawyer. His name won't come, you perhaps would have known him in Messina. I was talking to the lawyer about various things, and I used a Messina lawyer, and I told him that we had a beautiful table that looked almost like the famous antiques, but as if a skilled carpenter who was almost a cabinet maker had made it rather than one of these wonderful cabinet makers who just made the perfect things. It was a very fine table, and it was made out of walnut. And I said the family tradition is that was made out of this log that my great uncle and his wife dragged ashore. And I said that has always sounded mighty fishy to me. What do you think about the story? He says, I think that's the gospel truth. He said, I'll take you to 3 houses in Messina in which all of the woodwork was made out of walnut logs that came out of that river. out of that same eddy.